Hi, everyone. This is Tracy Malone from Narcissist Abuse Support. You can also find my new website, parentingplans.org. So, today I would love to talk to you about mistakes I see when people have a parenting plan made up for them. And, you know, there's so many mistakes I see that are usually based on the fact that the parenting plan might come towards the end. The parenting plan might be sort of a, okay, let's just get it over with kind of a situation. Could be like, oh, don't worry. If they don't do it, then we'll take them back to court and, you're protected in this when you're really not. And so I want you to see, especially when we are dealing with narcissists, what are important things that you need to make sure you include. And again, you can learn a lot more about this on my website, parentingplans.org. But when we start to think about things we want to make sure we protect ourselves from, right? Understanding who's paying for everything is important. Again, percentages are usually brought into the equation, whether it's 50-50, 80-20, whatever your lawyer and your financials and you end up getting is this the split that you get based on your mutual incomes, right? But when we look at the things that we need to add in addition to that, right? When we're looking at like expense reimbursement, for example, I want you to think about having something put into the parenting plan that defines a pre-approval for certain amount and certain expenses, right? I've had people that have offered to say, pay the children's expenses. And in this case, it was a dad, and he agreed to a certain amount per year. And then the wife would go out and buy the children very expensive gifts, like new laptops and electric e-bikes, and spend a lot of money, and then hand the father their receipt. So what we were able to do, because this was going on in the divorce process, we saw how she was going to abuse this situation, and she became the hero. Every time she bought a new giant item and then handed the bill to dad, it looked like she bought the computer. It looked like she bought the scooter, right? Whatever it is, it's making sure that there's a pre-approval amount. Think about that. Do you want them to be able to just go out and buy a $10,000 e-bike? Or do you want to say anything over $100 we better talk about? You can set a limit, and maybe it's not $100, but you can say this is the amount, and you can choose it. And then you both also agree, here's how we'll talk about that pre-approval. You'll text me, you'll email me, you'll call me, and then here's how we agree on it. And you put it in writing. Yes, I will agree to pay half of the computer, half of the new phone, but the budget is to not go over $600. That way you know what you're going in for. And if the other parent chooses to unilaterally buy $1,000 phone when your budget for a phone that you were going to split was approved at 600, that unilateral decision to go up and above that budget that you set would be the responsibility of them because you've approved half of $600. So little tiny details like that are going to save you from post-divorce financial abuse. Another thing that you have to look at is look at the things that the narcissist does. And they're doing now. Maybe they did it during the marriage, and maybe they're just doing it during the ugly divorce process, but they're giving you the clues of what they're going to do post-divorce. So we look at things like they withhold money. They don't want to pay for that camp. They refuse to pay for glasses or braces or anything that they didn't know they had to do. If you're seeing that kind of things, you want to make sure that you outline, every detail and what's covered. And again, it doesn't have to be like this and this and this. It's categories, all school supplies, all, required things that they need for school, which might include that computer or things like that. You put those things in there, right? So you're laying out how and who's going to pay for what. You're setting up a budget. And if they refuse to pay for things, then we want to make sure, like, let's say they again, braces, car, whatever it is, we can ask for final decision making on different things and get those onto your side of the table so that you can be making some of the decisions that financially affect you, right? And then conflict resolution policy. It's simple. If we don't agree on it, what are we going to do? I've seen 4 times in one parenting plan where the lawyer said, well, they don't agree, they don't do it, don't worry, they'll be in contempt and you will be able to take them back to court. Cha-ching, ka-ching. Can you say ka-ching, ka-ching? Because that is a $10,000 death wish on you. You want to have a plan for how you're going to agree on things or fight for things, or what are you going to do? Are you going to go to a mediator? Are you going to go to a parent coordinator? You set up a step-up plan for the decisions to be made when you don't agree on things. But if it's someone like a parent coordinator or someone like a mediator, name them, please. If you don't, I've seen people wait 6 months to pick a realtor because the narcissist wouldn't agree on the realtor. So this is the same situation. Your kid wants to go to camp and you are now in a fight for 6 months and $10,000 in legal bills to just fight for camp. And now the deadline's gone. If you know who you're going to go to, you can call that parent coordinator, name them in the document, and go, not me, Tracy Malone is going to be our parent coordinator. Here's her phone number. Here's how we contact her. Then it's easy and it's all done. And you had the help of lawyers and mediators to help you nail down that particular fact. All right, so let's keep going. I'll make some more of these short videos and the behaviors you see and how you protect yourself. This is Tracy Malone from Narcissist Abuse Support and parentingplans.org. Go visit that site if you are doing a parenting plan and get educated. Oh my goodness, I put so much on there and you are going to know what to do. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again next time.